Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we are here with the final season of Squid Game. We are here, season 3, and I'm kind of excited to jump in. I mean, this show is so much, it's been a lot of fun, but I also feel like we're kind of getting to the point where it's time to wrap it up. You know, the premise of this show is pretty cool, but it is kind of one of those ones where you can't really drag it on too much as far as a continuous storyline, because you know, with the way this show is set up, it's something where I feel like this is a good place to end it. And we ended last season. Goodness, it's been a while, but I believe we kind of ended things with Gian realizing that he may not win this game in the way that he thought. The man in the mask that has been silently by his side through this entire situation of season 2, he pulled his big Uno Reverso card and ended up taking out Gian's longtime friend. And now we kind of saw there that Gian was looking pretty devastated over what's happened, because he feels like after all of that work and planning, maybe, just maybe, he's getting outsmarted. So that was kind of the last thing, the major thing that I remember that kind of ended season 2. As I said, it's been a minute since I watched it, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna catch us up when we jump in, but I'm ready to come in, see how we're gonna wrap this whole thing up and whether or not we're actually going to find a way to put an end to the Squid Game, or at the very least, get to the man in the mask. So I'm ready to jump into episode 1, which is called Keys and Knives. Let's do that. But just before I do, if you'd like to be in the know of when I drop episodes, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you'd like to watch an uncut version of this reaction, you can do so on my Patreon. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode right now.
제 딸이 많이 아픕니다.
Okay, just not a fatal shot. Okay.
넌 가봐.
Yeah, pretend you're dead.
알고 싶으면 내 말 들어.
Pretend you're dead. Play dead. You got a kid, don't you?
246번
Oh, so you can fake that. Good. I guess they had to. Yeah, that's right. For the whole organ harvesting, they would have to have a way to fake the deaths. Lucky Lou. It's a good thing that girl recognized you, sir. That would have been your end.
왜 갑자기 이런 이쁜 짓을 하는 거야?
Oh my God.
어색하게.
Already starting.
나도 구경 좀 시켜줘.
Yeah, let me see the operation.
작업실.
I need to know where to save my guy.
거긴 왜?
None of your business. Just do as I say.
그럼 서로 비밀이 없어야지.
Ooh. His egotistical ass is gonna fall for it too. Thank God. Is it gonna be Gian's friend? No one wants to open the present? No? Or it's Gian?
살아있어요. 도와주세요. 침대로 옮겨야겠어요. 빨리.
Oh, this guy, yeah. He had a full-scale panic attack.
그렇게 취할 정도는 아니었는데요.
아까 선실에 굴러다니는 소주병 세보니까 꽤 마셨더만.
Who's gonna figure out this guy's a fat liar?
이 근처가 조류가 세가지고 밤새 벌써 많이 떠내려갔을 거야. 술 마시고 그날씨 바다에 빠졌으면 살아있을 리도 없고 시체 찾다가
Really?
시간
You
다
don't want us to
보낼 거야.
find the body so we can see the stab wound?
새로 들어온 기사를 데려옵시다. 출발하시죠.
I mean, the guy's good. He built trust with that guy for, what was it, almost a year? So it's gonna be, he's a very good plant. Oh, damn, not even that far. Did you survive, maybe? No, you did. Never mind.
네가 내 친구잖아.
Welcome back.
선생님
That jawline chiseled, though. I think he lost weight between seasons. So, what happened? Who's gonna be the first one to ask?
정배 씨는요?
You know what happened to Jungbae. You gonna let him get in your head? Or are you gonna do smarter?
지금까지 적립된 총 상금은 396억.
Yeah, see, they don't even care. They're like, anyways, back to the game.
왜 나만 살려둔 거야?
That's not a question for him to answer.
쏘라고 이 새끼들아. 그래 쏘. 나좀 죽여. 나만 살려둔 거야. 네가 나한테 원하는 게 뭐야?
You know what they want from you, Gian. He wants to break you. Oh, your leash pullers don't like the game anymore.
발 조심하고.
You need to find a new boat guy.
상황이 나빠지면 어떡하죠?
Kill them all. Come on, give the order. You're a
다
badass.
죽여.
There we go.
형사도 같이.
There you go.
456번은 투표를 포기했으므로 기권으로
Extension.
처리하겠습니다.
Okay. It's really sad, actually, how nihilistic some people become, where they just figure,
편하게 하세요.
oh, then why are you intimidating her then? But yeah, how many of them are just going to think you might as well make it worth it, right?
VIP들이 곧 도착한다.
Interesting. We're still in the VIPs, huh? Okay.
근데 왜 내려왔어? 먹고 살기
Well, are we
힘들어서?
bonding now? Ew.
여기도 데이트하기 좋은 데가 있는데 잠깐 들릴까?
얘기가 길어. 일단 작업실부터
She's
가보자.
like, let me get my job done.
내가 이 아래 받은 데가 있어. 너도 좋아할 거야.
Shoot him. Shoot him, like, repeatedly, please.
가면들이 저 인간만 살려두고 여기 모셔다 놓은 거 보면은 뭐가 있긴 있어.
Okay, cowards.
어리석은 놈. 내가 말했지?
Kill
네가
this woman.
여기는
I need
네
her
뜻이 아니라고.
to kill someone to kill her immediately. I forgot how much I hated her.
넌 죽는 순간까지 그 분명 소리.
Thankfully, you'll be dying first. Bye, extra. Thank you. Kill her. Kill her to death. Kill her to death. Try him again. Try him again. Talking mad shit because you think he won't gonna do nothing. You forget this is a game of death, ma'am. Pardon me, sorry to break up the party. I'm gonna be taking this one with me.
그게 얘가 우리한테 준 선물이야. 여기는
Oh, she got a gift for all y'all.
근데 우리는 서로 믿으니까 비밀이 없어야지. 그래서
Thank God she's a sharpshooter.
신발 지금까지 너 때문에 날린 돈이 얼마인 줄 알아?
She cares not.
그럼 우리 11번의 선물 한번 열어볼까?
You think you're being so scary.
멈춰. 칼 내려놔.
Immediately.
불러서.
She's like, give me a reason. I've been wanting to shoot your ass. Oh, girl, duck. Thank you. Been wanting to do that shit. Bitch! She get for touching me. Badass! Shoot him again, just for good measure.
내가 왜 북에서 내려왔는지 아니?
Oh, story time.
너 같은 중대장놈 대가리에
Period.
총알을 박았어.
I thought she was joking. She said that felt so good.
나 이놈들은 한패가 아니야.
Oh, really? Because you had a lot of mouth a couple minutes ago.
이 사람
Yeah.
살려.
Get to work. That's why she saved your ass.
못 살리면 너도 죽어.
I put a bullet in his leg just for a little incentive. I don't like any of those men.
너 고구마 좋아하잖아.
Oh, we remember things. I feel like he's gotten a lot of perspective on all this situation.
나쁜 놈들을 혼내주고 다 끝내려고 그런 거.
죄송해요.
Why are you apologizing? You did everything you possibly could.
제가 어떻게든
You would have gone back if they hadn't stopped you.
현주 씨가 왜 죄송해?
Exactly.
다 대호 씨 때문인데.
Damn.
여기 있는 사람들
Leave Deo alone, please, guys.
가져가려고 했을 때는 이미 가면들이 쳐들어와서.
This is really no one's fault but the guy upstairs, guys. The guy in the mask is the enemy.
이런다고 죽은 사람이 돌아온다.
Exactly. Let's not play the blame game at this point.
목 막히니까 물도 꼭 드시고.
Thanks for the kind words, Oma. But you know, you still have a daughter out there too. Like, you need to be a little less selfish, Kian. Don't take it on Deo, please. Don't take it out on Deo. They're leaving out the fact that the man literally had like a psychotic break. Like, please leave him.
한잔 하면서 잠깐 얘기 좀 할까 해서.
Really? Drinking a good idea? Someone just fell overboard.
네, 무슨 얘기요?
Right? I got things to do quickly.
박 선장 말이야.
Yes,
전에
telling
그
me
황영수가
shady.
불에 빠졌을 때 구해줬다 그랬지?
Thank you.
다른
Yeah.
거 기억나는 건 없고.
Let's put this together.
깨어났을 땐 병원이었고 박 선장님 얘기는 어머니한테 들었어요.
근데 그때 박 선장이 이 손에 뭘 들고 있는 것 같더라고.
You saw correctly.
아, 최 이사. 나야 박 선장. 아 근데 생각해 보면 좀 이상하지 않아?
Yeah, it
아니
is.
거기서 왜 그런 걸 손에 들고 있어?
뭐 일하다가 나왔을 수도 있죠.
In the middle of the night during a storm?
자려고 누웠다가 나왔다고. 하는
There,
거지.
exactly.
아니 뭔가 이상해서 무기가 될 만한 걸 들고 나왔을 수도 있고요.
Okay.
박 선장님이 드론 기사 실종이랑
He absolutely did. He's just saying you shouldn't eliminate the idea.
촉이 좀 좋은 편이야.
Thank you.
근데 그 박선장 그 사람 뭔가 좀 껄쩍.
Mm-hmm.
지난 몇 년간 그 사람 찾는 걸 도와주신 분이에요.
Yeah, for years. Don't you think it's weird?
들어온 기사랑 같이 술 드셨죠?
All right, turn it back around on him. Okay.
아 근데 많이는 아니고 그냥.
I get it though. I get it. He's known Park for years. He's only known you for a short time.
그만 돌아가서 주무세요.
He said, "Get out."
알았어.
I know, bro. You're right. Your gut's right.
술 금지입니다.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. That's actually a very smart idea. Let's stay sober going forward. You shouldn't be so defensive. But I get it. I get it. I probably would do the same thing if I had built a relationship with someone for 3 years. That's why I said he's the perfect mole. Man, just looking at you like a sleep paralysis demon. They strung up all the people, right? Yep. Don't let it get in your heads. Too late. What in the confectionery candy hell is this?
장기나 큰 혈관은 다치지 않았어.
She's like, I know, I'm a professional. What type are you? Oh, honey, don't do that.
모양이야.
She probably is. I was like, she probably wouldn't have said that unless she could. But that's gonna make you woozy, honey. I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, what's your blood type? And don't lie to me. Something tells me you're not gonna be on the same team as your mama. I figure, oh, it's a knife. I just realized. I thought it was a cross at first, but I think it's a knife. What if Gian just refused to play? Wait, why are you going for her neck?
허튼 짓 하면 죽어.
Why can't he use her wrist? I'm confused. I've never seen a transfusion done from the neck before, but you know, I'm not a doctor. Maybe they do things different in Korea. Yeah, like why is it not there?
빨간 팀은 게임장 안에 숨은 파란 팀을 30분 내에 찾아내서
Okay.
죽이면
Oh.
통과입니다.
Oh, yeah, I thought so. Yep. Sorry, you two. Really and truly.
그 열쇠로 게임장의 문들을 통과하실 수 있습니다.
Okay.
다시 잠글 수 없습니다.
그럼 저쪽은 사람을 어떻게 맨손으로 죽입니까?
저희도 여러분의 우려를 충분히 이해하고 있습니다.
Wow, the fact that you're even having this conversation. It's the attention to detail with the packaging. Is that really necessary for death games? I was right, it was a dagger.
하지만 빨간 팀이 서로를 공격하는 것은
Damn!
나가면 되잖아.
맞네. 너희들은 잘 숨어 있어. 너희들이
All
더
right,
심해.
because you're the ones who are holding the knives. Okay.
그런 건 잘 아시잖아요.
Mm-hmm.
쥐새끼처럼 숨는 거.
Period. Not so fun being the rat, is it?
상대 팀과 역할을 바꾸실 수 있습니다.
뭐? 바꿀 수 있다고?
Who's gonna switch roles? Maybe the mother and son.
조끼와 아이템을 교환하시면
How the hell did all them end up on the same team? Oh. Yeah, dude, stop being so direct. My God.
가자. 일단.
I hope the other dude just does what he needs to do about Park because this guy is probably not going to get his head on straight till it's too late.
먼저 출발해. 난 못 가.
Good for you.
내 촉이 웬만하면 틀린
Thank
적이
you.
없거든.
Listen to your gut.
뭐 알아내면 연락할 테니까 그때까지 황영도 박선장 그럼 조심해.
Period. Prick is right. Good for him. I'm so glad that he listened to his gut. Lesson in life, people. Our guts give us alarms for a reason and they're rarely wrong.
하지만 오직 내가 이 용궁선녀만이
Can someone go stab her right now, please?
인도할 수 있어.
So sorry. I can't with her. This is what I get for complaining about what's his name from last season, the guy that was always high. I'll take him back over this one.
아, 이 새끼 봤나 보네. 봤네. 근데 씨발 지 새끼 마냥 숨어가지고 구경한 거야?
It's true. You did.
이 눈빛 그대로 들어가가지고, 응? 너도 해버려.
You know you have to take out.
그러니까 이번엔 용기를 좀 내,
See,
민수야.
it's really not good in this life to be a coward.
Doing my bro, 민수.
No, not again, please.
민수.
Please, thank you. That part of Thanos I don't miss.
너 사람 못 죽여.
You sure? If it's a matter of protecting yourself?
내가 최대한 빨리 한 명 탈락시키고 너 찾아갈게.
And what are you gonna do? Run away, escape in the ocean?
지켜줄게, 준이야.
I mean, I appreciate the sentiment. He's a little late, but he is trying to stand up.
너랑 그 돈만 가지고 갈 수 있으면 여기 있는 사람 다 죽일 수 있어.
이 아이 지키려면 나도 뭐든지 할 수 있어.
Right? She's got motivation.
그 칼로 나 찌르고 너 여기서 나가.
Not so easy now, is it?
그럼 너랑 아이는 살 수 있잖아.
but he's not right or wrong.
그 칼.
Not that I want her to do that. I'm just saying that, you know, she's got two people. He's one.
칼든 놈들이 눈에 불을 켜고 쫓아올 건데 우리 둘이 손 붙잡고.
Yep, and they're already looking at you.
아니요.
I hate that he's right.
못해요.
Although y'all have actually survived a lot longer than people thought you would have.
동네 애들이랑 싸워도 맨날 바보처럼 저 터지게
Damn,
들어왔어.
she said, you weak, son. I love you, but you is. I'm kidding. It's not weak to refuse to hurt people.
엄마가 그걸 사람 쫓아가서 죽일 수 있어?
I think she could.
아버지한테 맞으면서 한 번 반항도 못했어.
Oh, wow. Okay, T. That's exactly why she probably could kill someone, actually. She's got a lot of hidden rage in there.
해볼게.
Do or do not. There is no try, bro. This is do or die. Literally. Get away, Grandpa. Oh, weren't you mocking me yesterday?
바꾸실 수 있으시.
Who you talking to? Yeah, I know you're not talking to me. That's right. That look. Gian, enough. That man has been murderous since he found out homie lost his shit. Gian, it's not his fault. He got the PTSD.
믿어주세요. 저 약속 꼭 지킬게요.
No, not with that energy, bro. You're doing too much. Gian. He's like this. He literally is your sleep paralysis demon. Just every time he looks around corners. Yeah, you need to just face up, bro.
나한테 왜 이래요?
You know.
왜 자꾸 그렇게 쳐다보냐고요?
Hit dogs holler.
그딴 식으로 쳐다보지 마! 나 때문 아니라고!
Gian hasn't said a word.
당신이 죽인 거야! 당신이 죽인 거라고! 이씨발!
Hey, get your shit together. Gian is sitting there, bro. You're tweaking. You're gonna get yourself killed at this rate. That's a rough one. I know he didn't mean to freak out, but yeah, that's all his internal dialogue he just spit at Gian. Gian didn't say a bloody word.
폰만 잡고 목소리 큰 그런 인간들이 알고 보면 겁이 많다니까.
Really?
맨날 하는 일 없이 술만 처마시더만.
Do you even know him? That's why I never trust the boat driver. Even last season, he talks too much. Like someone who's trying to make it look like he's really chill when he's not.
엄마, 잘 숨어 있어.
Wishing the best for y'all.
잡아 죽인다고 난리를 쳤잖여. 근데 결국 누가 먼저 뒤졌어?
Period. Outlived him.
난 비상시에
이쁘게 있잖아.
그러니까
See, your mama's resourceful. You keep underestimating her. That's right.
나가는겨. 어?
It's highly unlikely, but I hope so. She's such a good mom.
약속 지켜.
Okay. Hurry up and give her the key quickly. I'm glad though. Like, I understand. I do believe she would have fought hard because she's pregnant, but it is going to be an impediment, right? Like your body don't move the way you would normally move when you're not pregnant. So I just want her not to get hurt. God. No, this room is claustrophobic already. I'm not even claustrophobic, but I feel claustrophobic in here. I don't like this low ceiling. Where the hell are you supposed to hide up in here? Where the hell are you supposed to hide up in here? Not another creepy song.
나랑 같이 할래?
Get off me. Oh God, is she in labor? This is not good.
괜찮아.
No!
주리 씨,
Full term.
조심하세요.
Yeah, and sorry, don't be telling nobody about no exits. I'm sorry, it ain't like that. I wonder if he's planning on maybe helping a blue kill him. That would be great. But I honestly want the shaman gone first. Oh, Ian. You know what I think is actually amazing is that he basically hasn't had a line since the first 5 minutes of the episode. Ooh, look at his eyes looking hollow and shit. 5 stages of grief and he's in his rage era. Sorry, the knife is like so pretty. It's kind of hard to take it seriously. It's like, yeah, murder, death, kill. And then it's like, with that? Okay, guys. Well, that was episode 1 of season 3. And yeah, as I was saying towards the end there, very interesting. Gian literally said like 5 things the entire episode, right? He was passed out, then he woke up, realized, everything came back to him. And then obviously, initially that guilt sat in, right? I said, the 5 stages of grief. I don't remember all they all, but I know that I don't remember what they all are, but I know guilt is one of them. I know anger is another one. And then there's sadness or depression. Right now, it started out with the guilt. That's why he ran up and asked those soldiers to take him out, because he's like, why am I still alive? Right? Survivor's guilt. He feels like, oh my gosh, these people are dead because of me. And then he got into his depressive phase, right? Where he stopped eating, stopped talking, basically disassociated. But then when the shaman came and started to basically talk about the fact that it was his fault, this all happened, we see that the rage started to come out, right? That's what kicked off the rage stage. And he kind of went back into the depression, but then when he heard, bless her heart, the mother there come to him, and she's just trying to get him to, like, just realize that this was just a tragedy, right? Like the fact that, yes, he might have been the person with the idea, but everyone who joined him volunteered. Like, no, he didn't force anyone. He did not take a gun and say, you got to come with me. Everyone who went as part of that rebellion, they did so because they chose to be there. And yes, obviously it sucked that it didn't turn out the way he wanted. Of course, he has no idea that he had a traitor in his ranks the entire time. It would have probably been a lot more successful if he hadn't had the masked man beside him. But in the end, everyone chose to be there. It just didn't turn out that way, right? So, but still, we see, unfortunately, her son kind of ruined it by saying it was Day-san, I think his name is, saying that it was, no, Daeho. He said it was Daeho's fault because he dropped the magazines and started shaking, right? And actually, he didn't even say the shaking part. He just said he sunk to the floor and he wouldn't move, right? And so, that's what Gian kind of ended up latching onto, right? Now suddenly he had a target for this rage, all these emotions he's feeling right now. Because Gian's been mad for like all of season 2, he was angry. Like, let's not forget, he was sitting in that hotel, just hyper focusing on finding his way back to the arena and getting his revenge, right? He was so angry, and he hadn't really gotten rid of the rage. He just got distracted by the games. And then, of course, having Juntei there, it kind of awakened his attachment, and there was just a lot going on, and he just kind of got wrapped up in that moment in the rebellion. And then, of course, everything happened, and now that rage that was already there, now he's got the weight of these deaths on him as well. So it's just mounted and mounted. And so when that guy told him that Daeho was the reason why the magazines didn't get up there, like right now, he's not thinking straight enough. Gian's not thinking straight enough to realize that the magazines wouldn't have made a difference, right? He was always going to be at a disadvantage because of the traitor, which he still hasn't figured out. But, I get it. For him, he's just like, what did I do wrong? Because when something like this happens, a lot of times you start going over and over and over in your mind, like, what could have been done better? How did we lose? Like, what could have changed the tide of this? And having them saying, oh, the magazines didn't come because of this one person, it's an easy distraction from the pain, from the sadness, right? And Gian doesn't want to feel those things, because that's why he's been angry for like 4 years. It's because he doesn't want to talk about the pain of losing his mom during the games, and losing his best friend, or having to be the one to take out his best friend. Like, there's a lot that Gian hasn't processed. And so all that to say, having Deo as this one singular point to kind of direct some of that rage towards is kind of just taking away from the other negative emotions he really doesn't want to dive into. And so it's sad because, as I said, Daeho, bless him, we saw what happened last season. Like, he didn't stop because he wasn't part of the mission, or because he didn't have his head in the game. It was literally because he clearly had a visceral response. We don't have any history on him, but the gunfire triggered him immediately. And then when he started to get into the thick of it, we saw like it just the trauma response just kept mounting. And because everybody was too busy trying to survive, they didn't have time to really notice that he was deteriorating in that way. And so it's just sad, because obviously in the chaos of it all, no one's really recognizing that it's, like I said, it's not that Daeho just gave up because he got scared. It's because he literally physically couldn't bring himself to do it. Like, trauma is such a strong effect on the body. Like, it can literally paralyze you. So we saw that Deo just couldn't. It's not that he didn't want to, he really just genuinely couldn't in that moment. And so because no one's really paid attention to that, no one really had the ability to see that, it just kind of seems like they've painted it like Deo just gave up because it was hard. And so yeah, unfortunately, we see that Gian is just, again, we don't really know fully what's going on in his mind, because, as I said, interestingly, he had no lines after he kind of had his little freak out with the soldiers. And then he just stared, which again, kudos to gosh, why am I forgetting the lead actor's name? But yeah, kudos to him, because it's a skill to be able to emote without having the dialogue to back it up, and he did a good job of that. Just that dead, furious stare, right? And just unending, unwavering, just staring at Daeho. And of course, Daeho feels guilty for understandable reasons, but he's also dealing with his own issues, right? And the fact that, we see it, like he's eating, yes, he's sleeping, but he doesn't look content. He's been isolating himself from the group ever since. He's nervous, he's anxious. So compared to what we saw in the beginning of the season, when he's much more jovial and friendly, it's very clear that he's not okay with what happened. And so, unfortunately, because of that, he's not just going and talking to Gian, which is really what he should be doing. He should have just gone and tried to explain, although maybe he doesn't even know how to explain what happened to him. But the fact that he's avoiding because he's dealing with his own stuff, of course, it makes it look like he feels guilty and that he is guilty. So this is kind of, unfortunately, one of those things where it's just unfortunate on both sides. But I thought it was very interesting. I love that they showed in the end when, we're in this game now where one's got to take out the other, and Gian's got the knife and he doesn't. And he just keeps staring at him. We just see Daeho spin all the way out, right? He crashes out and he's like, he's just spinning all the verbal diarrhea is the dialogue that's been running in his head since everything happened. And Gian doesn't say a word, right? As they say, sometimes the best thing to do when you need to get what you need out of people is just not to say anything, let them talk themselves into a hole. That's what poor Daeho did in that moment. But bless him, it's because he feels horrible and he doesn't know what else to do. And he thinks the worst of Gian. And yeah, maybe Gian wants to hurt him, but Gian's not really that kind of guy. And I do think he's angry, but do I actually think he would kill him? No, I don't. Do I think he'd hurt him? Maybe. Right. So anyway, very interesting subplot there with Gian and Daeho with that, where that's concerned. We see the VIPs are in the house now, but things are still a little bit uneasy, right? Like we're seeing now that the Mask, he's dealing with the fact that his brother is still trying to look for them, and then also the fact that this rebellion was not part of the plan. So we see he's barely trying to get everything back together, like he said, clean, basically throw some plaster on some things and paint it up so these VIPs think that this wasn't complete chaos. But I have a feeling something's still not going to go quite right with that. I'm not sure if they're going to do it the same way they did back in season 1, but we'll have to see. But that's going on. And that's pretty much it. We see that we didn't see much of him outside of him watching Gian spin out and drinking. So I don't know where his head's at with that. I mean, he won, but I don't think he's really savoring that win at the moment. But speaking of that and savoring wins, he finds out his brother's still looking. We already know from last season that the boatman is working for the whole operation, and he asks, like, what should I do if your brother does get close? Like, what do I do if your brother acts up and potentially keeps me from doing my job? And we hear him say, take them all out if that's what you have to do, including the cop. So does he mean it? I guess so. What does this mean? Because he spared his brother. He had the opportunity to take his brother out back in season 1 if he really wanted to end this, but he didn't. He chose just to hurt him. So does he really mean it? Does he really want that? I'm thinking no, but maybe he's feeling like after what he did to Gian, he can't turn back. But I don't know. It's very interesting. I'm hoping we'll get a little bit more on what's going on with him, because it is kind of a subplot from season 2 that I feel like they need to wrap up in this season, but we'll have to see. And then outside of that, we see that with the cop, he's there with the new dude that he picked up, and that guy is rightfully telling him he needs to be suspicious of the captain, because he's like, some things are not adding up about him and my gut's telling me something's off. But understandably, homie's not believing him right now, because the captain has built up this relationship over 3 years. It's a long con that's been going on right now, and those are very hard to come out of. So yeah, thankfully though, that guy did listen to his gut, and he's going to do his own research, because yeah, he can't just go with gut feelings, bless him, but he's got to bring evidence after all that time. So we got things started off anyways, right? Oh, and also we had, of course, our North Korean defector and the man who came in, the father. She saved his life, but like I said, I don't know what we're going to do from this point, because she's going to have to go back to work at some point, and where's she going to put him, right? Where is she going to send him? She took out everybody before she found out how to get rid of the bodies. So there's another plot that's going on there. But yeah, we got a few balls in the air. I think it's a solid start. We're going to have to see how things go, but I think it's going to be pretty sad. I think these next couple of episodes, I'm anticipating a little bit of sadness with potentially losing some more characters. But I'm thinking, especially with the pregnant girl, I'll be very surprised if this show goes that dark. So I feel like something's definitely going to kick off to stop, the inevitable from happening. But how that's going to happen, no idea. But we have a shorter season, so I think we're going to get to it pretty quickly. But yeah, solid first episode. I enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching with me. If you did, please show some love, and I'll see you in the next one.